Good morning, Ladybugs and Serendipity students. It's Miss Carla here, and in honor of spring, I'm going to teach you how to make some tissue paper flowers. So, the different tools that you need for this, you'll need some tissue paper. If you have some colored tissue paper at home, that's great to use. If you just have white tissue paper, you can use that too. You can make white flowers, anything if it has a pattern on it, whatever you like. You'll need some scissors. If you have chenille sticks, grab some of those. If you don't, maybe you could go outside and find some little twigs like this to make your flowers with. Also, for another kind of flower, we're going to use a pencil. And lastly, you need some glue. So first, I took the tissue paper and I cut it into circles. I made circles of different colors, different sizes, and some of them I even cut to have different raggedy sorts of shapes or bumpy shapes. And I made some really small ones too. So the first one that we're going to do is we're going to make the flower using the chenille stick. And I want you to take one end of your chenille stick and kind of turn it under like this and roll it a little bit so you have something that looks like that. This is going to be the inside of your flower. Now I want you to take the other end and you're going to start with your smallest tissue paper circles. So maybe I'll take this blue one, and when you pierce it, hold the tissue paper in your fingers like this. You're going to take the chenille stick, and it has a little sharp metal point in it. You're going to point it right at the center while you're holding it and just gently push it through. If you do it really hard, or if you're holding it by the edge, you're going to tear it, and you don't want to tear it. You just want to push it through. Then very gently going to slide it up until you get right here to the top. Once you're up here at the top, you can just kind of give it a little crinkle. So I'm going to put another one of those in. Just poke it through. Gently slide it up to the top. And give it a little crinkle. Now, I'm going to use a bigger one. I'll use this blue one here that I've cut to look sort of like a flower. I'm going to do the same thing. Bring it up. You can just push it from underneath, slide it right up to the top, and give it a little crinkle. You can see I'm starting to make my flower. You can make your flower as big or as little as you like. If you like this little tiny flower, then that's fine. But if you want a bigger flower, go ahead and grab another piece. I'm going to go with this one. Slide it up. And maybe I want to use one of these that I've cut a little bit. I cut around the edges and made it kind of frayed to give it a different sort of a texture. And now I'm going to use my biggest ones. Maybe I'll use this dark pink here. Poke it in the middle. Slide it up. And I have my tissue paper flower. Now, maybe you don't have any chenille sticks. Maybe you don't want to do it this way. I have another way for you to do it. Now, if you've got a pencil, a small pencil with an eraser, what you can do is you can get a little bit of glue and put it in a dish. You don't want the glue to be really thick. You don't want a big, deep bunch of glue. I've just put a little tiny bit on the bottom of this dish. And again, I'm going to start with one of the small ones. I'm going to put it on the bottom of my pencil. And I'm going to wrap it around it like this. It's all crinkled around the bottom of the pencil. Now I'm going to give it a tiny little dip in the glue, just like that. I just put a little bit there on the bottom of the glue. And maybe I'll get another one of these. Just boop. Look at that. It just sticks right on there. Crinkle that one up too. Now I want one of these. Dip tiny bit in the glue. Boom. Right in the middle of that one. Crinkle it up. Don't pull too hard because the tissue is really fragile. I'm going to give it another. Maybe I want one of these. See, I cut really jaggedy. You see these? That was fun to do. You can cut them any way you like. I just thought that this would make a fun looking flower. Now, another little dip in the glue. Crinkle it up. And let's do one last big one. Maybe the blue again. A really big one. Tiny dip in the glue. Right in the center of the blue one. And crinkle it up. Pull the pencil out. And you've got this flower. You can also take one of these twigs after your flower has dried. And look, I've got this twig. It has this nice sharp point. You could maybe puncture it through, or you could just put glue on the tip of the twig. Use the other side of the twig here. Put some glue on the tip of it after your flower has dried, and you can glue it like that. You could even make some leaves. Okay. So that is our tissue paper flower making art project for the day. I hope you enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. And if you make some tissue paper flowers, maybe you could take some pictures of them, post them on the Shutterfly site, and we can see what you've done. That would be a lot of fun. Well, happy crafting, and I hope you have a great day. I miss you all so much. Bye-bye.